What up, second grade? It is Miss Crawl. I hope you all are doing well. So today we're going to be talking about adverbs and adjectives. So they both they just describe different things. So an adjective describes a person, place, or thing, which is a noun. So an adjective describes a noun. It can tell how many or what kind. Now, an adverb describes the action that's happening or the verb. So an adverb describes a verb. It can tell how, when, or where an action is taking place. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. So here we have two sentences. They say, the boy colored the picture brightly. It was a bright picture. All right, so in our first sentence, the boy colored the picture brightly. How'd the boy color? He colored brightly. So you can see that the word brightly is describing how the boy colored. Well, colored is a verb, so we're describing the verb colored. So that means brightly is an adverb. And one thing I want to point out is when most adverbs have ly at the end. Not all of them, but a decent amount of them do. So that's a hint for you to look for. So brightly is describing colored, which is a verb, so we have an adverb. It was a bright picture. Well, bright is describing picture. Picture is a person, place, or thing, so that makes it a noun. So it was a bright picture. Bright is an adjective. It's describing the noun picture. So adverb describes a verb. Adjective describes a noun. So the way you can solve these and know what you need to put in a sentence is by asking yourself what is being described. If you can figure out if it's a verb or a noun being described, then you know what you need. So let's go ahead and give a little bit of practice with this. The directions say, read each sentence, choose the adjective or the adverb that best completes each sentence. All right, I had a blank thought. So I had a sudden thought or I had a suddenly thought. So let's think. We're describing thought here, which thought is a person, place, or thing. So that is a noun. So if I'm describing the noun, I would say that it's a sudden. How was the thought? What was the thought? It was sudden, describing the noun thought. I had a sudden thought. So sudden is an adjective.
Excellent work.
We blank understood the problem. We sudden or we suddenly understood the problem. Well, we're describing understood. Well, understood is a verb. How did you understand? You understood suddenly. So it's describing the verb, so that makes it an adverb. And you can see it has that ly on the end that I told you to look out for whenever we have adverbs.
Great job.
He saw a blank horse at the farm. He saw a really horse or he saw a real horse. Well, we're describing horse, which horse is a person, place, or thing. It is a noun, so that means we need an adjective. He saw a real horse, right? The horse was real, describing the horse.
Fantastic.
They blank know a lot about horses. They real know a lot about horses or they really know a lot about horses. Well, we're describing what they know. Well, they really know, right? Well, know, verb. So we need an adverb, really, and it has that ly at the end. They really know a lot about horses.
Good job.
The siren blared loud or the siren blared loudly. Okay, so we're describing how the siren blared. We're describing how the siren blared, which blared is a verb, so that means we need an adverb. Adverbs oftentimes have ly. How'd the siren blare? It blared loudly.
Good job.
All right, this next one. She heard a blank noise. She heard a loud noise or she heard a loudly noise. I want you guys to answer a couple questions for me on this one. Are we describing a noun or what are we describing? I want you to yell out what we're describing. Let me hear it. Yeah, so we're describing the noise. We're describing the noise. Is noise a person, place, or thing or an action? So is it a noun or a verb? Let me hear it. Yeah, it's a noun. So we're describing the noun noise. So we need an adjective. She heard a loud noise. Loud is describing noise.
Good job.
You were in a blank place. Safely or safe. So again, yell out. What are we describing here? We're describing place. Yeah, place. Is that a noun or a verb? Let me hear it. It's a noun. So you were in a safe place. We're describing the place. It was safe.
Fantastic.
Adjective. Good. He crossed blank at the light. He crossed safely or he crossed safe. First, again, yell out. What are we describing here? We're describing how he crossed, right? Is crossed a verb or a noun? Yeah, it's a verb, so we need an adverb. How'd he cross? He crossed safely.
Excellent work.
He left blank while she was speaking. He left quiet while she was speaking, or he left quietly while she was speaking. Again, what are we describing? Yell it out. We're describing how he what? Yeah, how he left. Would that be a verb or a noun? It would be a verb. How'd he leave? He left quietly.
Fantastic.
Next one, she entered the blank room. The quiet or the quietly room. I want you guys to take your finger, don't actually touch your screen, but get as close as you can and point to which one you think. If you need to pause me while you think, please do so. All right, you should have picked she entered the quiet room. Quiet is describing room, and that's an adjective. We're describing room, which is a noun.
Fantastic.
I have the blank book. I have the completely book, or I have the complete book. Again, pause me if you need to and point to your answer. You should have picked complete. I have the complete book. Complete is describing book, which is a noun. So that's an adjective.
Fantastic.
They were blank surprised. They were complete surprised, or they were completely surprised. Go ahead and point to your answer. If you need to pause me, please do so. All right, you should have said they were completely surprised. How surprised were they? Verb, they were completely. So we're using an adverb here because we're describing surprised.
Great job.
We agreed slow to follow the rules, or we agreed slowly to follow the rules. Again, pause me if you need to while you think about your answer, and please point to your answer. All right, so you should have picked slowly because we're describing agreed, which is a verb. We agreed slowly. How'd you agree? We agreed slowly. So we need an adverb. We have that ly here.
Good job.
This is our last one we're going to do, friends. We were in a blank train. We were in a slowly train. We were in a slow train. Point to your answer. All right, you should have picked slow because we're describing the train. That's a noun, so we need an adjective. You were in a slow train. The train was slow.
Good job.
All right, second grade, that was awesome. So remember, an adverb describes a verb, and it often has that ly ending. And an adjective describes a noun, person, place, or thing. See you next time, guys.